Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome to the channel. Who does that remind you of? That's right, that bloke called Tutor UK. I'm not joking, it ain't Tutor, it's Tutor UK. So he kind of inspired me a little bit, just a little bit, because I've been planning on getting a better camera for some time. So here it is. It is a GoPro Hero 12. Isn't anywhere near as bad as overheating as those older ones do. So, but obviously breaks the bank. I'd rather break the bank with this than break the bank on a video game for over 500 quid or something like that. Now that was not a dig at anyone, I just wouldn't do it, but this is what I wanted to get. But I also got another camera coming, which is a Elgato face cam as well. Anyway, you're here for a very good reason. That is collector's editions and limited editions on the Xbox 360. Now I don't have loads of them, but I have enough. Enough to last for about 10 minutes of a video. So I'll try and steamroll through this as quick as possible. As you all know, the 360 store is closing down soon. It's the bigger YouTubers now are talking about this and talking about games that are going up in value. I've got a few mentions to make through this of people like the Retro Ghetto. And I think that's it really. Oh, and a co-opal of nerds. Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh. I love that when he does that, I have to say. Anyway, off topic. I'm completely off topic. Let's get into it, shall we? Right. First one. Forza Motorsport Limited. Is it a limited collector's edition? Forza Motorsport 4. This has got a bit of a sun fading on it. It was a CEX special. Got this about 7 months ago. And it's nice. I mean, I already got the Motorsport 4. And all the DLC anyway, but I heard about this through someone else's channel and felt I had to get it. I think it was about 8-9 quid at the time on CEX, so that's well worth picking up. Nice steelbook in there. Second one I've got, Gears of War limited edition, I think it is. Comes with a book, and I think it has DLC. You could probably say this is probably the only tin book. It is. It's tin. So this is a tin book. And this is extra cheap in CEX. This one came from the Evesham store. I think that was about 4 quid. Something, I think it was 4 quid, and that was going back about a year ago. Don't know what it is now. So next one I've got here is Hitman Absolution Professional Edition. This comes with a making of movie DVD, some DLC and a book. And that's a reoccurring theme with collector's editions and limited editions, especially on the 360. I would say probably the same for the PS3 as well. Another Evesham one was Tomb Raider Survival Edition. This is in very good condition as well. Another cheap one. This comes with a protective survival pouch, some DLC, a book, downloadable music if you're into that sort of thing. I think it was about 4 quid again, something like that. This was from CEX Worcester. This is Halo Wars limited edition. Got a nice steelbook in there. That's a very nice one. This is extra cheap. As you can see, the plastic out of this one is pretty knackered, but it's dirt cheap. I think this was about 6 quid 4 months ago. This comes with some. Well, there's not very much really. I think the main reason why people would get this is for the steelbook. This one, interestingly, was somewhat, or just shown briefly, by the Retro Ghetto. I got this, 2 weeks ago, something like that. It was already on my hit list. I've been very fortunate with my collector's editions. So far, out of all of these, only 2 of them didn't have any of the DLC. The rest of them, all DLC is working, ready to be downloaded. This has got everything in it. It's got the making of DVD, the CD soundtrack. It's got the extra character DLC. It's also got the Dark Knight and White Knight costumes for character creation mode. Very fortunate to have that. Not in the best condition, but this was £18 CEX. I ordered this one offline, off the internet. So that old roulette, lottery, whatever you want to call it. I think I had a good result for that for 18 quid. This was from CEX, Stratford-on-Avon, £18. This is completely complete. It's got the flag in it. It's got all the DLC. including the DLC that's written on the behind of this lovely, heavy, weighty cog, including also the DLC card as well. I got very lucky with that. I'm really pleased to have that one, actually, especially for the price of what it is. I don't think £18 is too bad for that. Next one, I've had this since it first got released. And what was the date of that? It's like DVDs. It tells you the date when they came out on the back. This one doesn't appear to say that. It's typical, really, isn't it? But this must have been something like circa 2000 and maybe 12, 13. This is an Arc System Works collector's edition or limited edition. Most of Arc System Works collector's editions only have like a book and some cards, and you'll see that in another one I've got down here in a second. But I've had this one since brand new, and it is still brand new, except for the fact that, well, it isn't brand new, is it? Because I've used it, but it's hardly been used. But still a great fighter. Next one, which as I just said about Arc System Works games, this is BlazBlue Continuum Shift, a limited edition. This comes with a book and cards. That's it, no DLC. There is a newer version of this called Continuum Shift Extend. I don't know if there's a limited edition of that, but I'm sure there is, because Arc System Works like to do that. Okay, we're into the last four, okay? Now this one, again, Retro Ghetto has been talking about this, and he picked it up, and this is Deadfall Adventures. I've had this for about a year now. My story was very similar to his, where I ordered it. There was two online, and I then ordered one, and it got cancelled, and then I tried to order again, and it got cancelled as well. So I went on eBay and bought it. He didn't mention that there's a soundtrack CD that comes with it as well. So the full DLC, again, was in this. The box is a little bit tatty, but definitely in a better condition than what his one was, and it doesn't stink of fags, even though I smoke. I don't smoke indoors, though. Comes with the Allen Quatermain revolver, which is great, and it gives you some exclusive multiplayer skins as well. Multiplayer is still live on this game. It comes with the soundtrack, making of DVD, and an art book. So, but I completed this game, really good. I don't know why there were such bad reviews of it, or mediocre reviews back in the day, but that is a game that you most definitely should play. Right, Painkiller, Hell and Damnation Collector's Edition. Painkiller is effectively like, we can say it's like Serious Sam and Doom, and it's one of the best, well, probably one of the, not say one of the best, but one of the better shooters, first-person shooters that are on the Xbox 360. This isn't overly hard to get, but it's not very well known. It was released, Painkiller was on PC and on PS3, and yeah, and the original Xbox, I think the original Painkiller was. So this is well worth picking up. This is about, I think I paid 30 quid for this, and it's complete. And again, all the DLCs working in it. I mean, I get so lucky with this stuff. Unbelievable. That's definitely one to watch, Painkiller. Right, I'm going to go for the last two and say what possibly the best for last. Now, again, Retro Ghetto said, he asked, are there any other games out there other than Soul Calibur 5 that look like books? He's got another one that looks like a book. I can tell you as an absolute fact there is, and this is the best one you can get. This is Space Marine Collector's Edition. Now there you go. That's a proper tome for you. I got this in Painkiller was bought on eBay, by the way. But this I bought in Evesham Gamer when it was around, and that was years ago. And that was long before I was even the Evesham Gamer. I was living in Surrey at the time. But this has got loads of stuff in it. It's got these cards, it's got a purity seal, it's got a lovely book, a soundtrack, and the DLC for the game, as far as I'm aware. I can't remember now. But I've always liked this. I just think it looks brilliant on any shelf. So that brings us to the last one. And what a find was this. This is Killer 7 Fan Edition. This is brand new and sealed, okay? Now, with this edition, you get the game, a full-size poster, a papercraft diorama, which is like a 3D model made out of paper, cardboard. You have the full art book, which is the first art book ever created for a Suda51 game. Suda51, if you know anything about him, he was involved with Killer 7, and Lollipop Chainsaw. There's a few other games as well. And this includes a DLC, which is the Smooth Operator Pack. That's still available. You can download on the Xbox 360 store, but get in there quick if you need it, because obviously that's going soon. I've already got the game, and I've already got the DLC, so I'm not going to open this. But this was advertised on eBay at $59.99. And I decided that it was probably going to be the best thing I could do was just get in there quick. But I've been burnt recently with resealed Xbox 360 games. So I asked the seller to send me some pictures of this on each side. I looked closely, took a punt on it. Happy to say it's brand new. And he made me an offer on the game of $49.99. So I paid 50 quid for it, not 60. And this is very hard to get hold of in this condition. So this is one that's going to go through the roof. I guarantee this is going to go up significantly in value in the very near future. So that's it. That's all my collector's editions. That's all my limited editions, at least in that style anyway. And this is more of a precursor video for my top 30 Xbox 360 games that I can't seem to whittle down from 150. So I may well have to do 3 videos and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just show them off like that. I think it'll be the best way. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.